Do you ask yourself, why am I so tired? Do you feel like no matter how much sleep you get, you're still tired all the time? As the National Sleep Foundation puts it, most of us know that getting a good night's sleep is important, but too few of us actually make those 8 or so hours between the sheets a priority. We've forgotten what being really, truly rested feels like. To further complicate matters, stimulants like coffee and energy drinks, alarm clocks, and external lights, including those from electronic devices, interfere with our circadian rhythm, or natural sleep-wake cycle. 1. Of course, getting a good night's sleep is important for having plenty of energy, but there's more to the story than just sleeping well. If you're always struggling to keep your energy up, things like your diet, hormonal balance, exercise routine, the amount of mental stressor in your life and your genetics are all relevant factors to consider. All of these influence your hormone levels in one way or another, and many can make it difficult to sleep at night and to deal with everyday sources of stress, leaving you exhausted. Luckily, there are plenty of lifestyle tweaks that you can put into play in order to fight fatigue and reclaim your energy. If you are tired all the time, it is important to make sleep, high-quality sleep, a priority. But if you are reaching that 8-hour threshold and still feeling exhausted, your low energy level may be an indicator of an underlying problem. Let's find out why you're always tired. 11 reasons you may be always tired plus natural remedies. 1. Thyroid disease. 20 million Americans suffer from thyroid disease, and 60% of these people are unaware of it, according to the U.S. National Library of Medicine and the National Institutes of Health. 2. Thyroid disease is especially a threat for women and older adults. Thyroid disease can cause a wide variety of symptoms including fatigue, moodiness, muscle and joint pain, weight gain or loss, vision problems, poor work performance, changes in body temperature, changes in appetite. A thyroid disorder can show up in many different forms because the thyroid gland is considered a master gland, one that secretes hormones that in one way or another impact almost every bodily function. For example, the thyroid gland is responsible for regulating body temperature, heart rate, production of protein, and also helps control your metabolic rate and energy levels. Thyroid disease causes. How are thyroid disorders caused? There are believed to be 4 main contributing causes of thyroid disease, which may be the reason you feel like you're always tired. Hormonal imbalances caused by stress and diet, food intolerances to things like gluten and dairy, radiation and toxicity exposure, and nutrition deficiency in iodine or selenium. Natural remedies for thyroid disease. A thyroid disease may be causing you to feel sluggish. Here are some of the ways you can help recover. Go gluten and mostly dairy-free, especially from A1 casein cows. Avoid toxins and heavy metals like BPA, bisphenol A, found in plastic bottles and aluminum cans. Have your iodine and selenium levels checked and then include more food sources of both, or taking supplements if need be. Detox your body of heavy metals by using products like milk thistle, turmeric, chlorella and cilantro, plus considering having metal fillings removed from your teeth. Consume adaptogen herbs and superfoods like maca powder, ashwagandha and tulsi. Adjust your diet to have a lower carbohydrate intake, but include plenty of lean protein and healthy fat sources, especially foods like coconut oil, coconut milk, avocado, grass-fed beef, wild fish, chia, flax seeds and hemp seeds. 2. Adrenal fatigue or chronic fatigue syndrome. Adrenal fatigue is believed to affect up to 80% of adults worldwide and is caused by a hormonal imbalance, similar to how thyroid disease develops. 3. Your adrenal glands are extremely important endocrine glands which release more than 50 different hormones, including the energy-regulating hormones cortisol and adrenaline. Chronic fatigue syndrome causes similar symptoms to adrenal fatigue and is believed to affect up to 1 million people in the US each year. Women are 4 times as likely to have chronic fatigue syndrome, especially those in their 40s or 50s, which is the age group that's most impacted. Symptoms of chronic fatigue syndrome and adrenal fatigue syndrome are similar and include fatigue that doesn't go away even after getting good sleep, difficulty falling and staying asleep through the night, muscle and joint pain, stiffness and tenderness, headaches, frequently getting sick, such as having a sore throat, cold or flu-like symptoms, weight gain, digestive problems like constipation or cramps, mental fogginess, trouble concentrating and remembering things clearly. These key hormones increase and decrease according to the amount of stress being put on your body. As a result, high stress levels and adrenal fatigue symptoms are closely tied. It's also why feeling frantic, busy and high-strung equates to you feeling like you're always tired. Adrenal fatigue causes. When you're under a high amount of stress due to emotional, physical and mental circumstances, which is common in almost all adults in our busy modern society, your adrenals can suffer and fatigue can set in. There are many potential causes of adrenal fatigue that make you feel completely wiped out, and they include stressful family events, environmental toxins and pollution, chronic stress due to finances or an unfavorable work situation, emotional trauma and abuse, lack of sleep, overexercising, drug and alcohol abuse, poor diet. Chronic fatigue syndrome causes. People with chronic fatigue syndrome usually specific, measurable abnormalities that include hypothalamic activity, pituitary dysfunction, poor immunity, including a low count of natural killer cells, hormonal deficiencies that are sometimes overlooked in a standard blood tests, frequent infections, yeast overgrowth. Natural remedies for adrenal and chronic fatigue. In order to regain your energy, what can you do to solve adrenal fatigue or chronic fatigue for good? Change your diet by avoiding caffeine, excess sugar and carbohydrates, hydrogenated oils, processed and packaged foods. Instead, fill up on hormone-balancing healthy fats, proteins and plenty of fresh vegetables. Adaptogen herbs can also be extremely useful for helping with adrenal and chronic fatigue. Medical studies have shown that adaptogens, naturally occurring foods that help balance hormones and reduce the body's stress response, can help improve cortisol levels, insulin sensitivity and result in better energy. So, try adaptogens like ashwagandha, holy basil and maca root, in addition to nutrients like omega-3 fish oils, magnesium, vitamin B5, vitamin B12, vitamin C, vitamin D3 and zinc. Limit stress by exercising regularly in a healthy way, getting plenty of sleep, and practicing various relaxation techniques like reading, journaling, praying and any other activities that work for you. 3. Sedentary lifestyle. In today's busy, office-oriented work environments, it is common for many people to develop a sedentary lifestyle. Sitting all day is very hard on your body and often causes soreness, pain in your neck, stiffness, back pain and chronic headaches, plus such an unenergetic lifestyle causes fatigue, making you feel like you're always tired. Your body was made to move, so when it doesn't get regular activities, you can experience mood issues, sluggishness, tiredness and weight gain. What causes a sedentary lifestyle? Desk job, lack of movement, back problems, chronic pain, habitual sitting, lack of motivation. Regular exercise can help balance hormones, improve insulin resistance and help you to get better sleep, all of which are important for fighting a lack of energy. Exercise does wonders for the body by releasing endorphins, boosting your stamina and lifting your mood. Of course, it can also add more muscle tone to your body while burning unhealthy fat. One of the biggest perks of being more active. It helps many people regulate hormonal patterns that allow them to sleep better at night. According to the Department of Exercise Science at the University of South Carolina, there is a uniquely potent effect of exercise on sleep. The researchers of a 2005 study concluded that no other stimulus elicits greater depletion of energy stores, tissue breakdown, or elevation of body temperature, respectively. Exercise offers a potentially attractive alternative or adjuvant treatment for insomnia. Exercise could be a healthy, safe, inexpensive, and simple means of improving sleep. 5. Even when you're feeling tired, if you think that skipping your normal exercise routine is going to positively impact your energy, you might want to think again about blowing off the gym or that run you planned. Exercise can actually help wake you up. After all, the daytime was meant for us to be active and outdoors for at least 30 minutes a day, rather than chained to your desk or slaving away in the kitchen. While it might feel difficult to get started when you're always tired, long-term exercise will result in better hormonal balance and prolonged energy as you get more used to it. One study conducted by the University of Georgia, for example, found that when adults who were initially sedentary began exercising lightly over the course of 6 weeks, just 3 days a week for about 20 minutes, they had more energy overall compared to when they first began. 6. How to get moving. Try a standing desk or one that adjusts for standing and sitting. Sit on a large exercise ball. It keeps your back straighter and engages your core without putting as much strain on your hips and legs. Take walk breaks. Walk around your building, office area or parking lot for 15-minute blocks at a time. Plan regular outdoor activities or exercise right before or after work. My favorite is a quick burst training workout first thing in the morning. Take 5-minute stretch breaks for every hour of work. 4. Depression. Depression is one of the most common mental disorders and energy zappers in the US, with an estimated 16 million adults ages 18 or older having at least one major depressive episode per year. 7. Depression causes. Depression is believed to be caused by such variables as High stress, unresolved emotional problems, neurotransmitter imbalances, hormonal imbalances, alcohol, nutrition deficiencies, lack of sunlight, toxicity from heavy metals, food allergies, natural remedies for depression. One of the biggest and most difficult symptoms to deal with regarding depression: lack of energy and low motivation. Luckily, changes in your diet can really help alleviate depression. This is because foods can significantly affect our mood via the actions of neurotransmitters in our brain. Follow an anti-depression diet to start boosting your ability to produce feel-good hormones. Drastically reduce your intake of processed and refined foods, fast foods, sugar-heavy foods, large amounts of simple carbohydrates, and caffeine and alcohol. Replace these energy-busting foods with proteins, vegetables, healthy fats like omega-3 fatty acids and coconut foods, and other whole foods that make up a healing diet. You can also try incorporating exercise, relaxation techniques and essential oils into your daily routine. Essential oils, for example, are an all-natural and cost-effective way to boost mood. Try essential oils like rose, bergamot, lavender, Roman chamomile and ylang-ylang, which have been proven to help elevate mood for many people suffering from depression and anxiety. 5. Poor quality sleep, not enough or not consistent. Most adults need between 7 to 9 hours of sleep consistently, each and every night, to feel their best, according to the National Sleep Foundation. 8. Poor sleep causes: poor diet, stress, staying up late, drinking alcohol, certain medications or supplements, mood or hormone imbalance, trauma or abuse, adrenal fatigue, pain and chronic pain, GERD, acid reflux, digestive disorders, normal family life, infants, children, etc. There is such a range of reasons why we may not be sleeping long enough or well, and many more reasons than what I've listed here. However, it is important, if you want long-term wellness for you and your family, to actively pursue healthy sleeping habits. Sleep deprivation studies repeatedly show a negative impact on mood, cognitive performance, and motor function, state researchers from the Department of Neurology, Emory University School of Medicine. 9. While it's no surprise that you need to sleep in order to avoid feeling like you're always tired, you may be surprised to hear how just a small amount of sleep deprivation over time can really add up and harm your health and mood. A sleep clinic study done by the University of Pennsylvania School of Medicine found that chronic restriction of sleep periods, sleeping between 4 to 6 hours per night over a 14-day period, resulted in significant cumulative deficits in cognitive performance on all tasks. The study concluded that chronic restriction of sleep to 6 hours or less per night produced cognitive performance deficits equivalent to up to 2 nights of total sleep deprivation. It appears that even relatively moderate sleep restriction can seriously impair waking neurobehavioral functions in healthy adults. 10. It's also worth finding out whether or not you suffer from sleep apnea, which is a disorder that causes poor sleep quality due to uncontrollable pauses in breathing, taking shallow breaths during sleep and suddenly waking up startled. During the night, someone with sleep apnea might repeatedly stop breathing up to 30 times every hour, often for very brief moments of time and without the person being aware of it at all. In fact, a scary finding is that many people with sleep apnea think that they actually get good sleep. To confirm whether or not you have sleep apnea, a sleep study test called the polysomnogram will need to be performed. Meanwhile, you will know by now whether or not you suffer from narcolepsy, a chronic neurological disorder that makes it difficult for the brain to control sleep-wake cycles. This disorder adversely affects the quality of life, as symptoms include extreme drowsiness and falling asleep unwillingly during an activity like work or school. Natural ways to get to sleep fast. Practice relaxation techniques that help you to unwind and fall asleep, such as journaling or reading. Take an Epsom salt bath to soothe muscles and ease your mind. Take magnesium supplements in the range of 300 to 400 milligrams, which promote relaxation and relieve muscle pain. Use essential oils such as lavender or frankincense. Avoid sugary and carb-heavy meals before bed, which can give you a sugar high, keeping you up. Limit caffeine to small amounts during the morning hours, or at least cut yourself off after noon. Turn off all electronics 2 hours or more before bed to avoid blue light exposure, which can disturb melatonin levels and make it hard for your mind to become sleepy. Of course, you can skip all of that and drink a hefty glass of vodka and pass out peacefully. Additional support in the description box below. Subscribe to our channel for more bright insights to health, beauty and fitness. Hit the bell notification so you know exactly when your next dose of natural remedies come out. Give us a like if you do so see fit. And as always, thanks for watching.